joining us today. We are going to be learning about Microsoft Surface and the new product launch. My name is Matt Wilson. I'm a business development manager here at D&H for the Microsoft Surface commercial team. Trent Gottdiener and myself run the day-to-day Surface business here at D&H. Trent's the other business development manager here at D&H as well. In a minute or two, I'm going to kick it over to Kenneth Perry, who's a Microsoft Master Trainer, who's going to go over is going to go over the new product launch that Surface just released a few weeks ago. At the end of this, if you have any questions, Trent and I would be glad to answer any of those for you, along with Kenny. And we do have these new products in stock here at D&H, so anything you need, please feel free to reach out to Trent Gottdiener or myself, like I said. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to Kenneth Perry to introduce the new product launch. Thanks.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Hello, everyone. My name is Kenneth Perry. I'm the Microsoft Surface Master Trainer for the Americas, and I'm excited to be here with you today to talk about Surface, right? And I think to understand, we're going to go into some devices and show the new experiences that they provide. But we'll just give you some context on why we do what we do and why we create innovative devices that empower people to achieve more. So we're going to do a share my screen here, and so you can see some slides. And then for those who haven't that don't know me or haven't attended one of my trainings or are new, I want to introduce myself once again as Kenneth Perry, Microsoft Surface Master Trainer. Just a quick slide here. It kind of goes over who I am as a person. It's always good to know who's speaking in front of you. So if everyone can see my screen, that'd be great. All right, so I am from Detroit, Michigan, born and raised, but I live in the great state of New York. I love Detroit. I love New York. I've spent a lot of cool times here. I have a beautiful wife who's also she's from New York, and we've been married for roughly 6 years. Just celebrated 6 years or so. I have a huge family in the Detroit area, and so I enjoy spending time with my family. In my career, I've been a footwear designer and hold on, what's going on here? I've been a footwear designer and a Microsoft specialist throughout my career. Also, I've worked for Microsoft for roughly 10 years or so. So that's pretty cool to have that experience and work with the Surface team. My hobbies, I enjoy taking flights and traveling, things of that nature. I enjoy looking good, smelling good. I enjoy shopping with my wife. That's what we do in the spare time. So fellas, if you want to get in your good graces of your wife, go shopping with her. I'm a huge pickleball fan. I love playing pickleball. I'm on a pickleball committee. Also, I'm a huge Detroit sports fan. I'm from Detroit, so as far as I'm concerned, it's Detroit versus everyone. I love Porsches. My favorite food is Detroit-style pizza, and then my favorite device is Surface Pro. With that being said, I believe in empowering every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. But my personal mission statement, is to practice love and empowerment of people while creating a mindset of action and growth. And my value system is to plant good seeds of love, fidelity, time, respect, and communication. So I got through that. All right. So we are here to solve problems for people, right? In a sense, right? So your rewards in life are determined by the kinds of problems that you are willing to solve for others. And like I said, this is something that's by Mike Murdoch, but this is something that, those who solve the right problems are going to have the best rewards. So just wanted to throw that out there. Now, let's talk about Surface, right? So we're in a situation where we're in the biggest shift in modern workplace, which represents the biggest shift ever, right? In a generation. So people are, today are, working through their entire different lens. where the focus is solely on the output, and today's more introspective, right? And bringing that individual, um, the individual themselves into focus. And so the thought is to create an environment that encourages innovation and collaboration, like what we're doing right now, and continuous learning. And so that, your customers, employees, or yourself are empowered to do their best work, are motivated, and to produce high quality and amazing work with less stress. And so what this means is that it allows uh, your customers to change how they view their customer based off of the freedoms that they're given to work in different places, right? In different situations. How many of you are working remote right now, right? Or in a hybrid work situation? And this is something with that mindset in that workplace is a huge overtaking on what we can do for organizations to be agile, productive, and creative, and navigate those unforeseen events that markets when markets changes, and being able to sustain operations and be able to recover quickly. And so what it boils down to is having that foundation to be able to sustain that growth and that long-term success, and using technology that ultimately allows you to achieve more. And so with that being said, when we look at the employee engagement aspect of it, right? So we have this diverse world of work today. We have the universal. There's no universal solution for employee satisfaction. That's a key right there. And so people can excel and given the freedom to work in preferred ways, and challenge, and that's a challenge for IT, and finding that technology that nurtures that innovation, and also catering to those individual work styles. So this technology must be mobile, once again, versatile and secure, and then also aligning with the modern lifestyles of the diverse worker. And so when we talk about security, security remains a significant concern, and requiring that delicate balance between encouraging innovation and maintaining the cybersecurity and the various platforms. And the current data underscores the gap between the employee and the expectations of the organizational provisions. And so when we look at this stat right here, 60% lack the essential tools for optimal performance, and then also causing that frustration. And while nearly 80% believe that they can be as productive and working from home as a traditional office setting. So when I asked that question before, how many of us are remote? I'm 100% remote. Do I have the tools that allow me to do my best work? When I look around, I can say, maybe I do, right? But some of us can say we do, some of us can say we don't. But that's the focus, and why we create Surface to meet the specific needs of individuals, workforces, and teams. And so, like, the purpose of this slide right here is to establish the urgency to transform those employees' experiences and the roles of IT and business leaders that play in establishing the path and reaching those goals, right? So when you look at another stat here, where 60% of the business leaders think that they say that the lack of innovation and breakthrough and ideas of their teams is concerning. 64% of the survey's employees struggle with having time and energy to do their job, impacting innovation and strategic thinking. And then we have that last one with the 70% of the survey employees would delegate as much if they used AI technology for their workloads. And so there's a sense of urgency there, right? So the need to adapt to modern workplace, the businesses that avoid failing behind in competition and changing times. So you have that focus on the tools, and the IT business prioritize the tools meeting mobility, adaptability, and security criteria. And so older devices struggle, right? They struggle rapidly with changing business environments. And so that shift to the device adaptability. So in the past, we as employees adapted to given devices. And today, the present, devices adapt to the way people work, enhancing that productivity. And so with AI's transformative potential, excitement about AI's ability to accelerate that productivity. The technology learns and meets users' needs and, revolutionize the workplace. And that's important. And when we think about the employee sentiments, when you have these conversations with your customers, they understand that 60% of business leaders feel the lack of fresh ideas. Once again, right? And 64% of those employees agree with that and feeling overwhelmed and not having the right tools to ultimately allow them to achieve more. And so how do we overtake that, right? How do we continue to have the right tools in order to be productive? And having the right tools and devices for customers' workforces, it modernizes how they work. It makes them, it makes everything, it doesn't mean everything to their business, but it means a lot. And literally it opens up the door to the imagination. And so with the modern tools, it lets the employee and the businesses stop worrying about the tools and focus more on the purpose of their business and the outcomes of their business. And so you can boost the efficiency of productivity and improve collaboration and connectivity and all those things, right? The flexibility and responsive devices empower users to adapt effortlessly. Whether it's a form or it's an app or it's software. And instead of users conforming to the device limitations, once again, the device adjusts to you seamlessly. That's important. That's empowering every person, every organization on the planet to achieve more. And having those dynamic experiences that improve the work quality and individuals' performance. But it also elevates the overall business for the business outcomes for the customers, right? And with the emergence of AI-powered tools and the benefits that expands the enlightening the workflows and reducing that digital depth further. And so it also provides the recognition of technology and transformative, I always get that word wrong, potential, and empowers the IT decision makers and CIOs to enhance that organizational efficiency. So we have some things in play here that and concerns that allow businesses to think about, right, when they're making their device purchase or the device decisions or overall solutions. So let's meet Surface. And so when we look at like this quick video here, with pen and touch and voice capabilities and the flexibility to use the devices in different ways, we invented this category with the 2-in-1. And you see the portability of it, and you see what we can do in order when you have a device that adapts to you. And so when we think about Surface, it's powerful for employees, it's streamlined for IT, it's secure for all. And then the performance that you get and the agility and the adaptability and how users work, the proactive protection that you get when you reduce the malware risk and other attacks. The future already incorporate AI applications and resources, and for those employees to unlock that possibilities of working the way that employees want to work and where they want to work, and ensuring that IT is able to minimize and reduce the support costs by efficiently securing and managing the devices, no matter where they're located in the cloud. That zero-touch deployment, and businesses that find the way and that find the time and the cost savings in order to empower people to do their best work. That's important to your customers. So when we launch new devices and when we bring new devices to the forefront, all these things are on our list. It's in our thoughts. It's in our mindset on how we achieve more and provide devices that's going to empower you and your customers to get work done and reach their goals, right? And so when we think about those things and streamlining that management solutions and facilitating that remote monitoring and centralized cost control, it's beyond the savings. Service provides those businesses with resilience and the foundation of digital innovation. And so when when we look at some of the devices, right, and we think about like, okay, the best of Surface, right, or the best together story that we want to tell here, the Surface hardware is designed to optimize Windows and Microsoft 365 and ensuring a seamless experience with the Microsoft ecosystem. And so when the collaboration between the hardware team and the software team working together to create that premium experience and adapting smoothing with the Windows 11 models, right? And like when you look at this device I have in front of me with the different modes that you have, it adapts to you and how you want to work. And that's the benefit of a Surface device, right? That seamless experience across the board. And so it offers the agility and the operational efficiency by eliminating the redundancy and far as solutions are concerned. So it consolidates into a single vendor. And so cascading the cost savings throughout the organizations and providing that operational efficiency with Microsoft 365 that includes many of the capabilities with customers that are likely and ready to they're probably already paying other vendors, right? And having those multiple solutions. And so it helps reduce the management cost, it simplifies the IT management of the devices. It also integrates the solutions and also optimizes the IT administrator's time. Time is the most valuable gift that you can give someone, so it also protects the digital worker with enhanced security. And the security is the most important thing that's important to a business when it comes to intellectual properties and information and things of that nature and data. And so to be able to consolidate that and to realize the cost savings is uber important here, right? And so this something I just wanted to point out there, right? So when we look at our portfolio of devices, that's what we all came here to see was the devices, right? It gives a broad, what I want to say, we have a device or a portfolio of devices like the 2-in-1s and the laptops, like this, and the Surface Studio laptop as well, the Surface Studio and the Hub. So we have these devices, and this portfolio explores the iconic Surface Pro design, with the built-in kickstand, right? You have those that transforms from a touchscreen laptop into a tablet, right? So I like to say a laptop that is a tablet that's a laptop, or a tablet that's a laptop that's a tablet. Whatever the case may be, we have a device that provides you with that portability in order to get work done for those frontline workers and things of that nature, right? We have the clamshell device, which is a Surface laptop, and you can choose the power with the Surface Laptop Studio. They're intentional, they're different and yet, but you have the option to work in different ways with those particular devices. You have the images on the screen. We have the sense of the diversity when it comes to these devices. And when I look at the Laptop Studio and how I use it on a daily basis, it's a powerful device. The Surface Studio 2, I actually have a Surface Studio 2 sitting right over there. One of my favorite devices. I get a lot of work done. Also have multiple screens connected to it, and it just powers through work on a daily basis, right? In the Surface Hub behind me, the collaboration device that gives me the ability, to whiteboard with my colleagues and connect with them in different ways that I haven't been able to do before. So it's something that changes the game, and we have a diverse portfolio that that fits any user and any need. So when you look at the keys here, right, and so engaging with customers, being on the move, and also having the one-on-one meetings and stationary data focused and things of that nature. We have a device for every user and every need. So the IT team is not going to have the same device as the sales team, and the sales team is not going to have the same device as the engineering team, and so on, right? We have a device that's going to fit those needs, right? So if sales team needs a Surface Go, we got a Surface Go for you, or a Surface Pro 9 for you. Or if you have someone in manufacturing that's in a warehouse or something, or here's a Surface Go for you. Or if we have retail, or we have healthcare, there's a Surface Go in healthcare, or the Surface Laptop Go 3. We have, for information workers or healthcare workers, not healthcare workers, but education, 6 through 12, students with 6 through 12, whatever the case may be, we have those different devices for every needs, and those mobile professionals with the Surface Pro 9 with 5G. So we have a variety of devices that fits those users and needs. Now, when we think about Surface and how when we think about our pillars, thoughtfully designed comes to mind. We're meticulous on how we go about doing things with Surface. And so, we have the human factor labs that for ergonomics and research and design. We have the anechoic chambers where we actually hold the Guinness Book of World Record for the quietest room in the world, right? And for testing the audio inputs and outputs, as well as the sound of keyboard clicks and things of that nature. And I actually have a library of different noises that the Surface devices make. It's pretty cool. I'm actually speaking, the microphone I'm using right now is from the Surface Studio, laptop studio, the device I have right now. And so we pay attention to all those particular things, right? We have the Applied Sciences group that we designed with micro vibrations for the Surface Pen, to mimic the Surface Pen, to ensure that it feels like paper, those premium materials, the chips and strings and keys, the inclusive tech labs that ensure that the devices are made for everyone, that it's easier to use. So that's important, when we think about thoughtfully design, and our devices are versatile in many ways. We want to do it at Microsoft, and what we're doing at Microsoft is designing devices for accessibility benefits for everyone. When it comes to like using our devices, when we're working with the software team and the hardware team, the software team comes together, how can we ensure that our devices are easy to open, where you can open it with one finger? How can we ensure that we create accessories that allows everyone, no matter what the disability is, in order to navigate throughout our operating systems and navigate throughout the device itself and be able to plug in ports and things of that nature. All those things is what we focus on to ensure that every person and every organization on the planet can achieve more. That's important. That's important. So when we look at all the things that we're doing, Microsoft devices are at the forefront at AI integration and enhancing those experiences beyond the cloud-based applications, because it's expensive to run AI in the cloud. It's very expensive. We're paying a lot of money right now to support all this, right? So partnering with the Windows team, Surface devices offer that consistent AI premium experiences. It's the Surface Pro 9 with 5G. It showcases the optimal battery power intelligence of video conferencing capabilities. It also is, we're also committed to responsible AI, and what am I saying? And it's evident that it's evident through our research. We do a lot of research at the times and policies and initiatives, and ensuring that innovation aligns with ethical practices. Another thing I want to point out is that, these devices, right, is designed for Microsoft. It's designed by Microsoft. It's built for business and inspired by the way customers' teams work. And so the modern workplace starts with the Surface for Business, and it's aware of our you guys should be aware of our leadership and with Azure. You've seen the news about our leadership in AI. You know that we have a long history of building foundational technology that spurs the businesses in every size. And so an investment in Microsoft Surface is not simply a device purchase, but it's an investment in the resilience of your customer's business, shoring up the technology for the future and what Microsoft will bring. So with that being said, let's get into some devices. So we have the Surface Laptop Go 3. I don't have a physical Surface Laptop Go 3. We're going to speak to this slide here, and then we'll show you some other devices here. And so from, the Surface Laptop Go 3 is a lightweight portable device that's secure that allows customers to get their work done, right? So you have the multitasking capabilities. You can collaborate on any desk. You can connect it to monitors and things of that nature. It also has that everyday performance with productivity. And so you are able to get the job done and exceed expectations no matter where you work. So you have like this premium typing experience, a full-size keyboard on this particular device with a precision trackpad. It's kind of like the little brother of the Surface Laptop 5, right? Lightweight and portable at 2.49 pounds. It has that 3:2 aspect ratio. So if you have a student that's in school and they're looking to get their work done, they have the ability to do so and to work on Word documents, Excel, spreadsheets, or PowerPoint slides and things of that nature. They are able to attend those team calls with the full HD camera. You have the Dolby Omnisonic speakers that they can actually hear, in those studio microphones that they can be heard. That's important. And the ability to open the device with one finger. And so I have a device in front of me right now. Now, this is the Surface Laptop Go 2, but same size. You can open it up. It has the thumbprint reader where you can unlock the computer with frictionless with less friction. It also provides you with that Pixel Sense display, right? That touch display there. So this device right here is repairable. So you can remove the SSD, you can remove the battery, repair the motherboard, the keyboards and trackpads, things of that nature. So this device kind of tells a great story for those information workers, and once again, those students or faculty members in the education space. And so that's the Surface Laptop Go 3. Now, what I'm going to do is stop sharing my screen here, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we're going to focus on wow. All right. So everyone can see me. All right, cool. All right. So we have the next on the next device that I want to show you is the Surface. I'm going to take this, I'll move this over here. The next device I want to show you that we launched is the Surface Go 4. Now, the Surface Go 4 is a lightweight device. It's portable at 1.2 pounds. This actually, out of all the devices that I have here, I have every Surface device. This is my favorite device. And the reason why it's my favorite device is because of the portability that it offers, right? For one, I remember being in the stores and, walking around, and I have the device underneath my arm, and I'm able to talk to customers and understand what their needs are and ask the right questions or whatever, so I can offer the right solution. And the device was just, was so light and portable, sometimes you'll forget that it's there. I also have a nice bag. When I travel with it, I can input it in a bag and walk around with the sling bag on my chest at 10.5 inches. Just super lightweight, portable. So let's take a closer look at the Surface Go 4. So I'm going to change my screen here. All right, let's move the Surface Dual 2 over there. All right, so once again, Surface Go 4, made of magnesium. It's great for those frontline workers in the healthcare space, also in the public sector as well. I actually had a conversation with a police officer, and they talked about how a device like this would be great if for allowing them to be able to write their reports, but at the same time they had to take pictures at the crime scene. They would have the ability to do so and run some of the applications that they need. They really don't care about what kind of device they have. They just want devices that work. So this device right here, once again, has the integrated kickstand, just like a Surface Pro. So integrated kickstand that positions all the way down to 165 degrees or a 15-degree writing angle, right? So when we look at some of the ports on here, you have a USB-C port. You can also connect that to a 4K monitor at 60 hertz. You have a 3x5 millimeter headphone jack, and then also you have a Surface Connect port where you can connect, to a docking station, or like a docking station 2, Surface Dock 2 or something like that. Also, you have charging, data transfer and charging through this device. So we've upgraded the processor, so it's a 12th generation processor versus the 11th generation processor on this particular device. We made it more repairable, right? For sustainability purposes, and so you can remove the battery, right? You can replace the battery, replace the motherboard, the cameras, the screen, and things of that nature. So more repairable than before. This is a secure core PC. like the Surface Go 3, so and has NFC capabilities on this particular device as well. You have a 5 megapixel camera in the front, and you have an 8 megapixel camera in the rear. I'm going to click the button to turn it on. The pin's magnetic, pins sold separately. Also, you have a type cover that's sold separately, but can connect magnetically. It just grabs it. And so you can work in different modes. You have Windows Hello facial recognition, so the device unlocks when I look into the camera, which is powerful. You know, it reduces that friction in the workflow. You know, and you can just use this device in so many different ways. A device this small with the keyboard, a full functioning keyboard with function rows. Take a closer look at that keyboard. The keyboard is backlit too. And so I can, you know, click on this right here. You have three levels to the backlit keys, right? So you have low, medium, and high. So that's great to work in many different conditions. You have that precision trackpad, it's a glass trackpad here. A large trackpad for a device this size. And you think about some of our competitors in this space. You know, a lot of the devices don't have a kickstand. You don't have backlit keys and a large trackpad that gives you that full PC feel. And this device ships with Windows 11 Pro out of the box. So just think about those frontline workers that need a device to run some of the applications needed in order to get their job done. This device will provide them with the ability to do so. We also have like these solutions for this device. When we talk about frontline worker, this is an example of a retail situation right here with the Surface Go 4. And so we have like designed for Surface cases for this device, whereas maybe you have like mobile check-ins where you can, or checkouts where you can check a customer out, have a credit card reader located right here. It's magnetic. I think this one's made by UAG. We also work with Joy Factory as well in order to create cases or solutions for Surface, and it just sticks magnetically, and so it gives you the ability to be agile, right, and also have a device that runs that the information needed in order to for that retail person to get work done. They can attend Teams calls on this device. It positions in different, you can have it's 360 rotation. So it's just a cool solution for customers to be able to use, for their businesses, with the Surface, Go 3. And the camera's phenomenal. I'm just going to connect to the camera here just to show you what the camera's like in the Surface Go 4. And so let's share my screen. So I'm going to select camera just to show you this how excellent this camera is on this device. All right, so bam. All right, so here I am. You have my, you can see like the imperfections in my face, right? You can see everything is nice and clear. And so just think about those situations where, your customers are in a Teams call, or you need to land a deal, you need to be seen and feel like you're actually in the room, or you need to be heard with the studio microphones and speakers and the Dolby speakers. You have a device in a compact size that you can take with you no matter where you're located in order to get things done and be productive. We also have solutions that we work with, certain companies like in healthcare. And so I can show you like a healthcare application that or like an example that you can use to showcase your customers. Just give them a example of like a kiosk scenario or something like that, where you can have self check-in for customers or patients that walk into a hospital. You can click on this solution here and kind of show them how this would look in a hospital situation or a clinic situation. And so you can add in information there and kind of walks you through that process. But these are some of the things that we're working on that we have today that allows you guys, or arm you guys with the ability to talk to your customers in different spaces, whether, like I said, it's healthcare, or whether it's retail or manufacturing, or whatever the case may be. So that's the Surface Go 4 in a nutshell. Just wanted to kind of point that out to you. The next device that I would like to go over here is the Surface Pro 9 with 5G. Now, the Surface Pro 9 with 5G has been around for a while, for over a year or so. But I just want to, it has that. I just want to showcase the AI technology that's in this particular device. And so, at 13 inches, this is a powerhouse device. Where it has two versions. You have the Intel version, and then you also have the Surface Pro 9 with 5G. This particular one is 5G. It runs the ARM processor, the Microsoft SQ3 processor by Qualcomm. It's a Snapdragon, and this device is just at about 2 pounds or so at 13 inches, and it has a 3:2 aspect ratio. So it adapts to you. I'm going to click the power button here. The keyboard is so separate. You also can get the keyboard with a Surface Slim Pen 2, which is works on the all the Surface devices. Even the Surface Hub, the Surface Slim Pen 2 actually works with the Surface Hub. It's the only pen that works with the Surface Hub outside of the Hub 2 pen. So I just want to point that out. So I'm going to sign into this device. You have Windows Hello, facial recognition, so it'll sign into it. And then with this type cover, it's magnetic, right? And so when I click on it, it allows you to, position it in different ways. So when I want to be productive, I can be productive, right? I can flip the device out, open the kickstand. Let me pull this up. Open the kickstand, and then, I'm working, right? When I want to go into tablet mode, then I can close the kickstand, fold the device backwards, and I'm in tablet mode. Or if I just don't want the type cover at all, then I can just use it as a tablet, with the pen or whatever the case may be. But it's very agile. One of our is our staple device that we use all the time. And you think about like who this device is for. It's for those mobile professionals, those people that need a device that's always connected with a secure connection. That's who this device is for. And when I think about someone who needs all-day battery life, this device literally gives you up to 19 hours of battery life. That all-day battery life is important. Let's take a closer look at it. So let's switch here. So you have the Surface Connect port that's located right there, so you can connect it to a docking station, two 4K monitors running at 60 hertz. You have the integrated kickstand that positions up to that's 165 degrees, but that's a 15-degree writing angle, just like the Surface Pro. When you look on the back here, you have that removable SSD, which is uber important there for data retention, right? And so you can switch out the SSDs and upgrade it, things of that nature. So you have that there. You also, on the flip side of things, you have two USB-C ports, right, for transferring data, but also you can use it to charge the device itself. Maybe you don't want to carry the Surface charger with you. You can just use a USB-C charger to charge it. Now, the Surface Pro 9 with Intel model has two Thunderbolt 4 ports there. Just note that there. And you can see the difference between the Surface Pro 9 with 5G versus the Intel model. You have the Surface bands. You have the 5G bands that's located right there. And then this is a fanless design too, so with that passive cooling capabilities. You have the full keyboard. This is phenomenal keyboard right here for a device this size. Backlit as well. You have the full function rows, just like the Surface Go 3, and you have the trackpads there. Now you have the cameras, and with the camera, let me connect to the USB-C, and I'm going to change the camera here to the screen. And so one thing about this device, when we talk about AI, right? Now, like I said, AI runs in the cloud. But it also runs on Surface devices, right? So we have two devices that AI runs on. Right now, it's the Surface Pro 9 with 5G and the Surface Laptop Studio 2, which I'll go into shortly. But with this particular device, you have Windows Studio effects that's built into this device here. And so it gives you the ability to, when I go into video mode, you have the Windows Studio effects. Now, this is when we talk about the enhanced collaboration and when you're in those meetings. So you have auto framing in place. So when I move to the side here, the device will move to ensure that I'm in the center. And see what's, turn this off and then turn it back on. All right. You also have eye contact feature where it allows me to be able to look into the screen, but I'm not looking actually into the camera. I'm actually looking at myself, but it appears that I'm looking into the screen. You have, I can turn the background effects off, but now I can turn the background effects on, and it's going to give me a standard blur and then also a portrait blur. So I just want to kind of point that out to you. Also, you have a feature that's called voice focus, that eliminates all the background noise. I'm not sure you've seen this before, but if not, I will show you. And there's the auto framing right there is catching up to me. All right. So I'm going to play a song here, and then what I'm going to do is record myself. So I'm going to hit record, dismiss. I'm going to play the song. I'm going to continue to talk. All right. So I'm talking right now, and you probably can hear it's kind of loud. But so this is great when you're in a coffee situation, coffee shops, things of that nature. So what I'm going to do is stop this. That's loud. All right, so I'm going to stop it. I'm going to play it back, and it's going to suppress the sound here. So it's a wow moment, you know, but it's great for those situations. So I'm going to play the song. I'm going to continue to talk. All right, so I'm talking right now, and you probably can hear it's kind of loud, but so this is great when you're in a coffee situation, coffee shops, things of that nature. So what I'm going to do is stop this. That's loud. All right, so I'm going to. All right, so that's pretty cool there that that device can do that. But that's the AI technology that's built in that it's built in the NPU processor or NPU unit. Sorry, I said NPU unit, but neural processing unit that's inside of the system of a chip, which is the Snapdragon 3 processor there. So that's that AI capabilities that's on the device. So that's without you being connected to the internet. The internet is not needed. The cloud is not needed. It's on the hardware itself. So it doesn't matter what platform you use, you will have those same capabilities. All right. So that's the Surface Pro 9 with 5G. Now the device I'm the most excited about that we launched here just recently, and we talked about was the Surface Laptop Studio 2. Like I have the one over here. The 2 is the powerhouse. It's my dream come true. Truly love this device. It's so it provides you with let's look at the hardware a little bit just to see. But it provides you with all the power needed, right? You got the dedicated graphics card with the NVIDIA. You got a couple versions. You got the RTX 450, 4050, the RTX 4060, and then also the RTX A2000, right? So you have the discrete graphics cards here. You have the 13th generation Intel processor, the H series. So you have that power there. You got up to 64 gigs of RAM. You have the up to 2 terabytes of hard drive storage. So just a beautifully made device. The last version was kind of painted. This is anodized aluminum. Just a beautifully made device. You have new ports here compared to the Surface Laptop Studio 1. So you have the Surface Connect port that's located there, which is standard across the board. You have the headphone jack there, right? But we have now the new micro SD card slot there for those photographers or creators that want to slide a card in there, to transfer data. So you have that new port there. Also, you have another new port there. So you have the 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports located right here, but we've added that USB-A port. And one thing I love about Microsoft and in the Surface team, since the iteration of Surface, is everything has been about feedback from our customers and hearing what they have to say and what they prefer as far as devices are concerned. And we've done that with this particular device. So another cool thing, you have the whisper typing, quiet typing experience. This typing experience has changed the game for me. I love the noise that it makes when I'm clicking on the keyboard, but I also feel like I can type faster, right? And maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me, but the feel of the keys is just soothing when I'm typing on this particular device. The trackpad, new and improved trackpad. This is the haptic motor trackpad, right? And so it has a lot of precision. Let me turn this device on. And so when I'm using the clicking noise that it makes, and it's not going to make it right now because the device is off. So got to plan better, son. Got to plan better. But let me click. There we go. So Windows Hello facial recognition instant with the full HD camera that's located there. You have the noise that it makes is actually, it's haptic motors, but it feels like I'm actually clicking on this, and just the engineering of this device is phenomenal here. And I open different applications. So if I open Word or if I open the Edge browser, and just the way it feels, the 120 hertz pixel sense flow screen, that when I touch the screen, it just feels fluid when I'm navigating throughout the device, right? The ability to, with the dynamic woven hinge, how the Windows 11 works with the Surface Laptop Studio 2, right, in different modes. And so when I position it in stage mode, how I can bring the device closer to me using the dynamic woven hinge. And the hinge is beautifully made. Just they improved the ease of it, and also the magnets and how it just sticks into place. That's something that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal there as well. The cooling of it just feels more powerful, more beefier when it comes to using it, and that's what I love about the Surface Laptop Studio 2. Also, you have inking capabilities there. You have a pen cradle that's there, just like the Studio One, but how it adapts to the usage of the pen, and also the ability to charge the pen right here is awesome as well. And so you can see that it's charging. And then when I go inside the device, let's just show you some of the capabilities that it has. It has AI capabilities built in, right? So we talked about Copilot, or we've launched Copilot in Windows 11, which is a great feature. So you have some ways where you can use the Surface device. Let me share my screen here. Bam. You have some ways you can use the Surface device with using Copilot. I'll just click on Copilot and ask it a question. What's the best flight that I can take to Florida from JFK? So it's getting this response. Now this is getting it from the cloud, so this is not just something that's, let's see. Okay, so right now it's actually talking to me, but I have to change the microphones. There we go.
For $77. Round trip tickets can be found for as low as $154, but they may have one or more stops and longer travel times. You can also save money by booking your flight and hotel together on sites like Kayak or Expedia. Duration: the fastest flights from JFK to Florida are nonstop flights that take about 3 hours to reach Orlando, MCO, Miami, MIA, or Fort Lauderdale.
All right, that's a lot of information. Now just think about when you're using some of the other search engines, right? You're typing in that information before Copilot, right? You would get a bunch of websites, but the ability to just ask a question and it provides you with all the information, and you can go back and forth and have those conversations to kind of tie down exactly what you need. I didn't specify the airport that I was looking for, so it gave me multiple situations, right? So that's pretty cool there. But yeah, you can run some of those AI capabilities on there. Another thing that I want to kind of showcase, and you heard the speakers a little bit on this particular device, but it's the Omni Stock, the studio microphones that's on these devices are phenomenal. So I'm just going to give you an example of this microphone, but then a little bit of technology that we have on this device. And so I'm going to dictate. Hello, my name is Kenneth Perry. I am your Microsoft Surface Master Trainer. But what I'm dictating right now, or what I'm showing you, is the example of how you can use the Surface devices in order to be more productive. And just think about those people who don't have a that don't have the ability to type, right? Or that they can't see what they're doing, and they can just click on some buttons from or use the adaptive kit to locate the keys that they need, and then be able to speak into the computer. Also, I'm going to showcase the power of this. I'm going to walk away from the computer, roughly about 12 to 13 feet, and it's going to continue to dictate what I'm saying. And when I'm dictating, it's capturing everything that I'm saying. So I'm roughly about 13 feet away from the device, and it's still picking up what I'm saying. I'm going to walk closer to the Surface device, and it should continue to dictate what I'm saying. Okay, cool. So I'm going to stop that. So that's just the power of the hardware and the software working together to create that premium experience. Also, what I'm going to do is position this device into stage mode. And then I'm going to ink on top of it as well. And so I'm going to select Magic Ink. And if I want to delete this, I can use the pen to edit this document. Or if I want to select something, I can select it. If I circle it, then it selects, and I can use the pen to edit and do a lot of cool things here. So if I want to highlight that, I can highlight it. If I want to underline it, I can select underline, things of that nature, right? So I'm going to go back out of this, but another thing I want to show is the AI actually on the device. So I'm going to go to camera, show you the camera that's on this device. So here I am. Now, this device has AI technology on here as well, built into it. So it has a discrete NPU, what Intel calls a discrete NPU. It could be an AI accelerator or a BPU. But I got the official word from Intel, and it's discrete NPU. All right. So it has Windows Studio Effects built into the device, and so it has auto framing capabilities like the Surface Pro 9 with 5G. It has eye contact and also has background effects. So when I click on auto framing, if I move to the side here, it's going to ensure that I'm being seen during the meeting. And so it's going to adjust to where I'm located. And I like to stand up and present. So when I move around, it might drive you crazy a little bit, but it's going to move to where I am located at that particular time. Man. All right. They also have that eye contact feature. So right now I'm looking at myself in the camera, but if I turn the eye contact feature on, it's going to appear that I'm looking into the camera. So that's pretty cool that I have a feature like that. And so sometimes when you're presenting, you're looking at your notes, it may not seem like you're paying attention or that you're not looking at the screen. Well, this appears, or it shows, appear that you're engaged in the conversation and what's going on. And then also you have that background blur, right? So you have that standard background blur that pays attention to everything, pays attention to me, myself, and gives me that, make sure that I'm clear in the photo, but then at the same time, my background's blurred. And then you have that that portrait blur that provides, you can see a little bit of my background, but really the focus is on me. And that's, that's once again, onto the device itself. So it's not using the cloud, it's not using the Wi-Fi. If I turn the Wi-Fi off, this will still work. So whether you're using some of our competitors in the meeting space like Zoom or WebEx and all those other companies or Microsoft Teams, it doesn't matter. The technology is in the device. And you're going to see that a lot moving forward with Surface, ensuring that we are improving the experiences for our customers and for those users out there. And so I'm just proud to be a part of something that's changing the game and allowing us to be able to create experience that allows people to achieve more. So I'm going to go out of this here. Let's see, change that. All right. So one thing I didn't show is the ability to change the modes, right? So to go from stage mode and then down to studio mode, but the agility of the Surface. The agility of the Surface, where it adapts to you and how you work. And we talked about how the device adapts, right? And so how it changes. I'm kind of pulling back the curtain a little bit. Let me, so like how I can use it in different ways, and the touch features that I have to be able to navigate this device and customize it however I want. So that's just a little bit there that I kind of wanted to show. And are there any questions? I know I've just been going on rambling and talking a lot, but are there any questions? So the laptop studio only comes in one color. Comes in one color, which is silver. Then let's see, Ronnie asks, was the OS mentioned for these devices? Yes, all the devices are packaged with sold with Windows 11, Windows 11 Pro. So out of the box, Windows 11 Pro. And then, do you think there will be a Surface Pro 10 coming soon? I would say that there's always something coming, right? Whether it's the Surface Pro 10 or not, I would just say stay tuned for something that's coming. I'm not sure what it is. I don't have any information at the moment, but I know it's always something that's coming. New products that's always we're working on. So that's pretty much all the information I can give on that. How does the Surface laptop compare to these products? Well, I would say the Surface laptop is more of a traditional clamshell laptop, right? So the devices I'm showing you, like the Surface laptop, Studio, for instance, it provides you that more traditional clamshell laptop, but this device right here is for those creative professionals, those people that is using AutoCAD and need that discrete graphics card, whereas the Surface laptop is more for those those executives that need a more traditional, or information workers that need a more traditional clamshell laptop that need power but don't need the graphics power to do some of that creative stuff. And then as far as the Surface Pro is concerned, the Surface Pro is more so for those mobile professionals, those people who need versatility. They need to be agile and mobile when they're out and about. So like real estate agents and salespeople and things of that nature, or the gas attendants or technician or things of that nature, right? That come out, to your house, so that they work out in the field. And the Surface Go is that more portable, lightweight device for those frontline workers, somewhat do the same thing as the sales professionals or in the retail space or healthcare. So to answer that question. And then on the Surface Go models, are the OS on S mode? It's for Windows 11 Pro, out of the box. So you're getting the enterprise grade type operating system out of the box. And then are these promos running on the product launch? So we do have some promos on certain devices, but I don't think they're on the Surface, not on the newer products, not yet. Are the new products available for shipping now, and what are the lead times? I would talk with Matthew about that, and send those questions to Matthew, and he can answer those questions for you. As far as the availability, I don't have visibility to that. And then if you can change out the SSD and RAM on ourselves, does get void of warranty. So you have to go through an authorized ASP, so an authorized service provider, in order to ensure that that stays into play. I think that's my understanding of it. But you do have the ability to get a kit and things of that nature. So I think any other questions are these on there are promos. I would talk with, once again, Jay, to get any promo information, any inventory information when it comes to the devices. And then I believe that's it. I hope I answered all your questions. Once again, my mission is to practice love and empowerment of people and create a mindset actually grow. And I'll hand it over to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Kenneth. Awesome job as always. Very informative. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody joining the call. As Kenneth said, Matt and I, Trent Gottheimer and Matt Wilson, my counterpart on the team here at D&H, we're here to answer any and all questions. So whether it's availability on new products, which we do have most of them on hand, so just shoot us an email, ask us if we have it. And if we don't, we can get you lead times on those. As far as promos and everything like that, if it's a Microsoft promo, we already have it preloaded in our system. So you should be seeing those as they come in. But we also have things like EDU and nonprofit promos. But all those questions that Matt and I can answer here at DNH. So please feel free to send us any and all questions you might have to our aliases or personally through our direct contacts, and we'll get them answered for you. But we really appreciate you joining and taking your time. And as far as we appreciate all of your business you bring to DNH.